one person in the middle who is passive, and and the other two are there to not to give a body work, but to bring awareness, like we did on our own with everything that we did until now. And you can, when you are there to give touch or resistance, you can use all the work that you've done so far in the last hour and a half. The memory, the physical memory of how it feels to push, reach, pull, to give stimulus to your baby. There. So, that's one of
you. Which way? Never mind.
Whichever way. And we. Okay. It's really the hazard zone.
What? It was my head.
Okay. Yeah. So whatever memories we have, for example, from pushing against the floor, we can try to stimulate this kind of feeling in our baby. But let's begin very small. So first we can watch how he's breathing, connect our breathing with that, connect with each other. And while it is not a body work, it's all, we don't try to irritate this person. They might get irritated and they can react accordingly. But whatever touch we give is to inform and to create a reaction or reflex. And how they react, that's their choice. And generally, less is more. So if I touch him a lot, he will get really irritated. He might really get also immobilized, like it's difficult to move with so much impulse coming. So I might put my hand on his head, see if he wants to react to that. And I might give a little bit weight onto the hand. And now he's pushing with his feet. And I'm listening to what he's doing, and if I feel it's getting to be too much, I can let go, and if I feel like he's really being stimulated and he wants to follow, I can continue. And also, like if I see that he's pushing with the hand, I can help. And also taking care of not giving the stimulus all the time. So sometimes we can just let him be. And it doesn't always have to do with weight. It can also be like being ticklish. It creates a reaction. Or maybe he's moving somewhere and I want to pull against. See how that. And we also work together. If he wants to resist, he can get resistance, and if he wants to. So you can start working with your hands, and if it gets naturally into the whole body, that's good as well. But let's keep the roles that there are two who are taking care of one or stimulating one. And you might also notice that there are parts of the body that they don't want to be touched in. Like, I get really irritated if somebody touches my knees. And you can respect my knees.
I have still one question. The person who is lying, what is the task of the person in the beginning? To do nothing and to wait till you touch or
You react to the different stimuli. And you can, I mean, if you're really stimulated by the touch of the floor, you are really welcome to react to that as well.
okay,
But really to listen to what is your reaction.
of being touched somewhere.
Yes. Yes. And reacting accordingly. Often we have this as dancers that we take in too much touch, even like if we feel like we don't want to be touched now, but then it's kind of, we're contact dancers, so we're supposed to be in contact all the time, and there's also like a limit. Sometimes it's nice to know this. Like, okay, now I don't want that touch, and now I really want to. So yeah, an exploration, both in the really physical sense of what kind of movement or non-movement it stimulates in you, but also how it changes your state.
And you, as the person outside, you wait till his reaction is finished, or do you continue during he has a reaction of your first stimulation? You know what I mean?
He might not have a reaction,
Okay.
and that's fine. Like I'm not trying to force him to react, but I'm using my own knowledge of my own body. Like maybe I would react if I now was pushed to the sit bone. I would react.
Own movement, just the reaction.
You can move it
I can move the way I like to move.
also, but
Reaction.
yes. Yes, but it's easier, especially in the beginning, to just notice what is your reaction if you don't have too much going on. But you're not obliged to stay still if you're not. More questions? Yeah. So find a place with your trio, and we have